This is an interview for All Metal Music. I'm on the phone with Roy Khan from Kamelot. How have you been lately?
Pretty good. How are you, Anthony?
All right, can't complain.
That's good.
You guys have been touring pretty intensively since September. You did North America, Europe, and Japan. How have the shows been for you guys?
It's been great. We've been out for a while now though. The whole thing started in the end of March this spring, and we did 2 months in Europe. Then we did a few festivals during the summer, and as you mentioned, we did U.S., Canada in September, October. In August, September. And I just came back from Japan, so we've pretty much been on the road now for like half a year, and it's going great. I can't complain. The band keeps growing, our fan base keeps growing. The whole thing is both the live situation, the records, and videos. All that stuff is something that we are very happy about. We feel that we managed to keep challenging ourselves and keep making interesting stuff. At least it's interesting to ourselves, and it also seems that people out there like it. So I'm happy.
How many songs from Ghost Opera have you been performing?
To begin with, it was 3: Ghost Opera, Morning Star, and what was it? The Human Stain, I think. And then we added Rule the World, and Love You to Death for these shows this fall. So we did those songs in the U.S. and the last shows in Europe here and Japan. So 5 songs.
How have the fans been reacting to the new material live?
Great. Of course, on the first tour that we did, the album wasn't even out. The European tour that we did this spring. So that was a little bit awkward. But of course, a lot of those fans came out to they looked upon it as a good opportunity to hear some of the new stuff. But the album came out in June, and it seems like it's been carefully digested by the fans, and to me it really seems like they enjoy hearing these songs live, and we also enjoy playing them. So that's a mutual pleasure.
Is there anything you were hoping to accomplish with Ghost Opera that you feel you may not have accomplished on previous CDs?
Not really. It's not like we the whole process of making an album is not as conscious as and analytical as people may think. It's not like we sit down and it's not like we have a big plot with every little detail before we start working on it. It's it's pretty much like Tom sits down with his guitar, I sit down with keyboards, and together we just start jamming. And all of a sudden there's a melody or a guitar riff, or maybe there's a groove that we made on the computer that we've liked. And then it starts spinning, and all of a sudden there's a song. And I would say if there's anything that we would like to accomplish, or if there was anything that we wanted to accomplish this time, it was doing more videos, which we did, and we've always tried to take things one step further. And that also goes with for the music. Maybe we actually talked about trying to be a little bit more gothic, but that's more of an image thing, though. And it has to do with the coloring of the videos, and It has to do with trying to tap into a market which at least we feel musically is within our reach. But it all has to do with how you present yourself. It has to do with how you do your live performance. It has to do with how the cover looks. It has to do with logos and videos. It's there's so many factors that count in. But I guess that also somehow gave us a slightly wider frame to work within, when it came to, writing actual music. The only thing that we knew, though, before we sat down this time, the only thing that we knew 100% was the fact that this was not going to be a concept record, because we've been working on these two albums now for like 5 years, Epic and the Black Halo, and we just wanted to write music without having the lyrical aspect of it hanging over us at all times. So that was really that was refreshing to just sit down, throw down all musical ideas, and then in its turn let the music inspire the lyrics. I think it worked pretty good.
Do you have a favorite song off Ghost Opera?
It's different every month. In the beginning, you got to remember that I've been listening to this record for like almost a year now, I guess "Love You to Death" is a favorite right now. But I've basically been through all of them, like "Rule the World," "Ghost Opera," "The Human Stain," "Lucifer," "Anthem," "Eden Echo." Up Through the Ashes, but basically every song. But right now, I'm not trying to be difficult here, but right now I think it's "Love You to Death."
You also have some experience singing opera. How does that influence you guys as a band?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You also have some experience singing opera. How does that influence you guys as a band?
I don't think it's very. Of course, I mean I had like 3 years of classical training, but I mean other than like the basic like breathing techniques, warming up techniques, and stuff like that, I don't think it affects our music very much. It's not like I sing very operatic in Kamelot, and but of course, I mean the whole opera genre. I like opera as a genre, and symphonic metal, like we're doing. There are some very clear similarities, and that is, of course, I mean it's we got these big symphonic bombastic arrangements. There's the drama, and we always try to visualize stuff live and in videos, and through images on the cover and the booklet on our website. So there are clear similarities, but me being classically trained, I don't think affects the songwriting or our performance as such in Kamelot.